This is an interesting theory. So what this says is, do you think that Kody Brown of Sister Wives could be jealous because his wives are moving on to being empty nesters and he can't because he has little kids? Well, first of all, I think he does have bias that he does not want to be an empty nester. He wants to constantly be the young, handsome, young father. I do think there's some of that. I do think he has a lot of resentment that the wives kind of went anywhere without him. And I don't mean just physically. I mean like emotionally. Like they're moving on to the next stage of life happily without him. I think he resents that they're starting to do things without him. I think this is all true prior to them actually physically leaving. But, Janelle was trying new things. Christine was doing more and more on her own. We won't even discuss Mary, but this idea that they didn't need him and that they didn't need his approval, I think really, really resented him. Because for a lot of years, they did their own thing. They were always independent, but they wanted him to be involved. And he kind of withdrew himself to Robin, and they were heartbroken for a lot of years, and I think he thought that was fair. And then they started not being heartbroken, and I think that really, really bothered him. And I think he does resent that they have more freedom and they had more choice, and their kids, their shared children, didn't think of him as a father and only wanted mom there. Like, I think Christine went and visited Maddie and her kids and helped out with them more than Kody ever did, even though, yes, Christine did raise them. I think if anyone is going to use the example of like our kids, that would be Janelle and Christine, especially in the Vegas years. So they did a lot all in one family in Utah, and Christine took care of them there. But I think especially when they went to Vegas and they lost all the support of the big family and Kody sort of disappeared from a lot of their lives except Robin, I think that's when it really went into overdrive of Christine and Janelle needing each other. And there was still a lot of, but I mean like the kids needing them. And then, and I say that just because I think they have the older batch of kids who all kind of moved out then, I think was a little different situation than the younger ones. But man, they're really doing some cool stuff. Every time I turn around, I mean, even Mary's like in other countries having fun, and it's going to be really, really interesting to see the season that's filming now, because Christine and Janelle and Mary seem to be doing all sorts of cool stuff, and Robin and Kody seem to be grumping around all over.